Dear Presentational Speaking, how are you? You're definitely not the easiest subject to work with. For example, I don't like recording my own voice. I don't like hearing my own voice. And quite frankly, I don't like you. That may be because I have a difficult time putting my thoughts into words. Hell, this is the 5th attempt at recording this very kind of message. And my probably 10th attempt at recording at all. Maybe it's because I thought I was good at presenting, and I found out I wasn't. It's easy to think that you're good at something when the course you're taking doesn't require it all the time. In science class, language studies, in art history, every now and again we'd have to do presentations, and I thought I was really good at it. I could just get up there without a speech planned out, just a few pictures on the screen, and just talk away, and I got relatively good grades. But the grades weren't really for my overall presentations. They were for how I showed I understood the material. And everyone in the room understood the material to the exact same extent that I did. But when it comes down to explaining things that are complete Greek to other people in the room, or trying to get them interested in a story after they've already heard 30 others, you find out that you're not that great. It's hard, presentational speaking, to like you. It's hard to really understand why you're important. Why do I have to know how to presentationally speak well? Why do I have to know how to speak in front of an audience at all? My job doesn't require that. My job requires this skill that I'm going to this school for animation. And I think a lot of people feel that way. But I've also come to understand you a little bit more. Large projects aren't always what they are. They're not born like that. They come from much smaller places. They come from thoughts and dreams, things that actually had to be put on paper and then shown to someone, and someone had to get someone else to believe that this was worth fighting for. And then that someone else had to probably go into a conference room and say why it would be a good idea to put up a bridge, or to build this building, or to make this movie, or whatever. But one skill that they needed was communication. They needed to be able to put their thoughts from their heads onto the page, and then from the page onto the screen for everyone that might be involved to see, so that everyone knows what they're doing and what's expected of them, and what exactly is expected to come out in the end. Presentational speaking. You're not easy to like, and I'm not sure I ever will like you, but I think I can come to appreciate you a little bit, at least. I think once I understood that about you, that you were a skill that was needed in a lot more practical ways than standing in front of a bunch of people, that I began to go a little bit easier on you, but I wasn't able to go easier on myself. I think that I've improved in some ways. I think I've gotten better at getting these large abstract thoughts from my head onto the screen. And I think I can continue to grow. I have a lot of ideas that I hope can be made into films or at least make their ways into books, and I think that I've learned skills in this class that can help me do that. In terms of things that could have been more effective, I know that you know that the whole group project thing didn't work out for the three of us, and I'm sorry about that. I understand why you wouldn't want us to choose our own partners, but maybe if we were grouped more on our interest rather than randomly, it seemed, that maybe it could have gone a little bit more smoother. I think that when you put two very passionate people and one person that doesn't take anything seriously together, you just get a huge mess, and that's definitely what happened there. But in experiencing that sort of conflict, I think I have a few ways to combat that in the future. So, presentational speaking, you're a weird topic. You're a topic that everyone dreads. But thank you. And to my teacher, thank you very much for being so patient with me and so willing to work with me, and I'm sorry that I couldn't put forward 100% this semester, or last semester, or yeah.